This week's episode of the Metalhead Offensive Podcast is brought to you by 3 Dicks Promotions and Overnight Signs in Clearwater, Florida. Tonight we got Ghaith Khder from Look Right Penny coming in and throwing down. Get your horns up, fucker. Stay true.
We set sail through the darkest of times. Left our lives and love.
My pants will go.
What did you just say? Put your dick back in your pants?
Maybe.
Okay, because we're recording now, so that was. I think that's the first thing everybody heard.
Huh? Good.
Good.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
All right. On the same page.
All right. This is episode, I don't fucking know, number
7,
12?
11,
12, I think.
Okay.
It's 12. Of the Metalhead Offensive Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. As always, is here, going balls deep, is Mr. Pete DeGraff. Word. And so we've gotten a lot of Facebook likes lately. You guys noticed that? Like, we went from, like, literally, we talked about this last week, too. Like, we went from 70-something to almost 1,000. We were at 998 when we started the show.
We're on just the tip of 1,000.
Just the tip of 1,000.
Like, we're just
seeing how it feels. Yeah, that's all we're doing.
Don't look back. Just let me enter.
So, but yeah, we just want to say thank you again to everybody out there who has listened to the show or liked the page. It means a great deal to us. We do this all for you guys. We don't make any money doing this. We do this 7 days a week. We don't take days off doing this shit. We're always doing something. So, thank you again for paying attention to the show, and I hope that you guys dig the shit that we're doing. And feel free to comment. We don't care about if you tell us to go fuck off. If you like the show, just fucking say something. That's all we care about, is that you're listening to the show. So episode number 12 of the Metalhead Offensive Podcast, like we said, we have a special guest here, as always. One and only Mr. Ghaith Khder. Ghaith Khder, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right.
Yeah. We talk about people's names. Like last week we had Chris Savalopoulos on.
Grundalopoulos.
Yeah, Grundalopoulos and Anthony Edmonston, which I thought was kind of hot because he sounds like a hockey player. And he plays hockey too, which is totally cool. And Ghaith, you have the almost oddest name I've ever heard in my life. When I first met you, we used to work at Walmart together.
We did.
And that was terrible.
It was.
It was fun though because we got to work at Pets all night, but other than that, it sucked. Like it was really, really bad.
That's a name I never
And
heard.
Alicia's big boobies are the only thing that kept us happy. So
they're gonna get bigger now.
yeah, they're gonna get bigger now that she's having twins. Holy fuck!
Two twins.
Yeah. Can you imagine those after those kids get done with her? But we worked at Walmart, which was terrible, like I said, and Pets was no fun. We get the most pallets out of anybody, and terrible. And I remember when I first met you, I'm like, what is your name? Like, I can't pronounce it. He has his name tag, he just says GH something, and I was like, I can't pronounce that. And he's like, Ghaith. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what's your last name? I can't imagine what it is since your first name's all fucked up. So he's like, Khder. I'm like, how do you spell that? He's like KHD. Like there's
you got a lot of H's in your name.
I do.
Yeah, like there's no vowel where it should be a vowel. You know, you would. Like,
it's actually an Arabic thing because like my dad was Arabic and they just
was
throw H's.
So he's not Arabic anymore.
Well, I haven't talked to him but he's still Arabic. Somewhere.
Okay.
But
he's still Arabic somewhere.
He's out there.
He's somewhere.
Arabic.
He's being Arabic.
He hasn't filled out the paperwork yet to not be Arabic. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So. Ghaith Khder is the drummer for Look Right Penny, which is a band from Hudson, Florida. They're signed to Byler Brothers Records. Am I correct to say that?
Byler,
whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not very good at pronouncing shit. So being signed's got to be kind of a different thing, especially when you still got to work. But we're going to talk about that more later on tonight. We're going to get right into our. I can take my.
I'll try it.
Just try one.
I'll try it.
I mean, it's going to burn off by the time you go to work.
Straight edge or something?
Well, not for the sake of it. I just never have drank. Like I only had been drunk one time, and it was like the worst thing. So I was like, I can't do this anymore.
You get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it, trust me. So, as always, most people that have been listening to the show know that we have a brew review each week. We basically pick a different beer that's not associated with one of the big three manufacturers like Miller or Coors or Anheuser-Busch, and we kind of do a review based on all the beer experience that we've had. And this one's a little weird. I saw this at Wally World today, and I thought it might look cool because Pete's a big sports nut. He's big into hockey. And this is something that's affiliated with the Dan Patrick Show it's from the brand name Red Hook. It's called Audible Ale. And I've never had this before. It looks kind of cool, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Really, really light. But
yeah, I was going to say
it's really kind of
under 5%. So
yeah.
You can probably drink 3 of these and be all right.
Yeah. It's under 5%. It's bottled in Seattle. But it's really, really light. It's kind of like it feels watery to me. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, light is the best way to describe it. There's definitely no overpowering flavor at all.
There's not a big hoppy flavor like you see with your
whatsoever.
IPAs or anything like that.
No, not at all. No, this is like a pretty much straight down, just very simple ale.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't drink it again.
Red Hook, they have okay stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to drink this.
No, because this actually...
Sorry, Red Hook.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan Patrick.
I'm not a big sports guy. Like, you tell me what's going on. Like, when I see your posts on hockey on Facebook, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Zero. Like, I'll go to a live sports game, but, like, as far as, like, sitting at home, like, waiting for the game to start, no, I don't do that. Like, call me crazy, I guess. But that's just not me.
It's okay. You know what this is? This is a good substitute for somebody that doesn't want to drink Miller Lite or Mickey's and all that bullshit.
Yeah, just see some weird beer that's next to their stuff, and it kind of looks like
I'm
those...
sure it's a little bit more expensive
Those
than
bottles
that, but it's the same...
What the hell is that? Red Stripe come in?
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm talking about?
Beer. Hooray, beer.
Hooray, beer!
Keith, you need to start talking more. Okay, this is a podcast.
Sorry. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
I
apologize for my outbursts. But
no.
Yeah, it tastes like beer. I'm not very experienced in this field. But I can definitely tell you this is a beer.
You're fired.
Definitely.
How old are you again?
I am 23.
God,
Christ,
fuck.
Dude.
I'll be 24 soon.
Need some more old people on the show.
No
dude.
shit. I think
feel so
Jason
out of
from
place, bro.
Deadlift's like in his almost 30. So
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Everybody's so young.
Yeah, I know we had...
Last week we had somebody that was 10 fucking years younger than me, 21.
Who was that?
I was 21 once.
Chris.
Oh, that's right. Chris was 22, yeah.
21, the other one's 22 or 23.
Yeah, they were all
Like,
fucking kids, dude. And we're like,
Like,
I'm
you just-
30. Pete's 31. I'll be 31 next month.
Fuckers just came out of the womb.
Like, fuck. Like, I was in second grade when most of you guys were born. Like, so, like, my girlfriend, she's 23. And she fucks like a champ, though. I mean,
Good shout out there, buddy.
she's going to listen in the morning, but on her way to work. Just, I know
Oh my
her.
god, what did he do?
Hi, honey. It's but anyway, like she's young, she's 23, so like I say, I tell her all the time, like I've been around the block a couple more times than you have. She's like, what does that mean anyway? Like I just experienced life a little bit more. That's all. Like I'm 30 years old.
When the time's right, you'll find out what it means.
I throw my hot dog down a few more hallways.
I've done the Houdini and Spider-Man to quite a few summer ladies.
Well, at least she's not all worked in like your old pair of Reeboks, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad that she'll think that as a compliment. I'm gonna.
That's about as good as it gets for me, ladies.
Yeah.
I consider my spunk. You're welcome.
See the tangents we go on, Ghaith? We're supposed to be talking about beer here.
I don't thank them. I say you're welcome.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. No, hold your applause till the end, please. But anyway, like this is Red Hook Audible Ale, something to do with Dan Patrick. I don't understand what this means. A crushable ale brewed in collaboration with Dan Patrick. I mean, does that mean he has to be
It
there?
means he jerked some guy off and they gave him a beer for it. I think that's what it comes
Apparently,
down to.
I don't know if this is his creation, but
It's funny, my girlfriend actually watched this one day getting ready for work, and she was like, oh, the Dan Patrick show is actually alright, because she obviously knows I like sports and stuff.
I think people who are really into sports are like creepy. Like just creepy. It's creepy to me. Like you're that in. Like you are is a different story because you're my friend, and like but people I don't know that I see that are really into
Fuck all
sports.
you other people that are into sports.
Pretty much.
I'm on a different level.
But like when I see like somebody who's like really into sports, like I just like you need to get a life. Like it's really bad. Like this is get into something, dude. Like
You gotta think about how you think about music and stuff, though. Like, I'd say you're more into music than I'd say I was into music, how you are now, back when I was, like, in high school, maybe 20 before, which...
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
that was
quite
a
sure how to
while
take
ago.
that, to be honest. So
Like, and then I still listen.
Yeah, but not like I
to
do.
music. Yeah, not like you do, and, like... I don't know, I guess I became more self-absorbed. I
get really nerdy about it. Like
that's how I get about sports.
Yeah, see, like you get nerdy about it. I get nerdy with music. Like last night I was watching the Sound City documentary. Anybody watch that yet?
I haven't watched it.
Oh
What do
shit!
you geek out about?
Also music. I always lately I've been going through like a musical renaissance or something, so to speak. Like, because I used to like, a bunch of metal, just metal. And then I went through this really awkward phase of just like hip hop, if I could say that. Like the older school, stuff. And then lately it's been like, these crazy Scandinavian bands that have come out, like Winter Sun. I don't know if you've heard that.
They're on
album.
tour right now.
Oh my goodness, that album is just magical. And I listened to that for like, I'm pretty sure like 3 months straight. like with nothing else.
So
in
you
between.
fixate. That's kind of how I am too. That's why I don't listen to
I
as
just
much.
absorbed as much of that album as I could over the 3 month period of just sadness and just, oh my god, I've listened to the same album forever.
That's kind of how I get, dude.
Yeah.
I burn
And now
that
it's
shit.
the Between the Buried and Me album that just came out.
Nice.
That thing is just...
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I mean, they never fail, like, ever. Like,
No.
Just
No.
every album they put out is just magical. So,
So that's what you're listening to now?
pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, fixated so much as I was with the Winter Sun album, but it's definitely, like, my number one album right now. that
Like,
I've been
let me ask you this,
bouncing
like,
back and forth between.
as far as being a drummer, okay, like who are the guys that you look to? Like, I know it's like I know every drummer likes to have his own style, but as far as like you being a drummer, who are the guys that you kind of idolize and hold up there?
Like, other drummers, you're saying?
Yeah.
Pretty much, I mean, Blake Richardson from Between the Buried and Me is incredible.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's a wizard. And, you know, it's all the metal dudes like him, and, like, even, like, Portnoy from Dream Theater.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
He's drumming for Avenged Sevenfold now.
Well, not anymore. He actually has his own band now, Adrenaline Mob. Which
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
not a super big fan of. It's kind of like a old school like thrashy rock, but which
Like
is,
Anthrax sort of stuff.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not. It didn't like strike a chord with me per se. But I mean, it's all right. And then there's like like the jazz dudes and the gospel drummers. and
Oh, those
stuff.
guys are nuts.
Yeah,
they're
they're
so
so
underrated.
good.
They're
Yeah.
so underrated. Like, you ever go to I've been to a couple of jazz clubs, and you just see you do these older black men playing jazz and playing drums, and they got 3 toms and like 4 cymbals, and they're fucking wailing it, just wailing it, and you're just standing there in awe, like, what the fuck? You know, like, I can't believe like these guys are actually playing that all
older
this
music is better.
with these 3 toms and 4 cymbals, and just getting after it. It's fucking the coolest
it's
thing ever to
crazy.
watch.
I was part of the Guitar Center drum offs for like 3 or 4 years.
I saw
And
those videos on
every-
YouTube.
Every year I get beaten. It's like this old black dude, or even like a younger black guy, and he just destroys me. And I'm okay with it because I'm watching this dude. And I'm learning all kinds of stuff from this guy that I would have never thought of before because he has a different view of music. And I try to absorb as much as I can from any style that there is.
Oh, you got to be well versed in each one.
Is it just like how they set up differently?
Well, I mean, they'll set up differently. They play differently. They'll use rudiments that I wouldn't have thought of. Like stuff that I used to use in like when I was in marching band on a drum kit, and I'm like, oh, I never thought of that before. And then
So you were in marching band.
I was.
So you were a band. I won't say band geek because that doesn't sound right, but
yeah,
you were in the band. And
I was.
which did you go to Hudson High or
Hudson High School.
Hudson High School? Man,
Yeah.
I got my ass beat from some kid from Hudson High School. and like seriously, his name was
What,
Rob
wrestling?
Phillip. No, yeah, his name's Rob Philippus. I'll never forget his fucking name either because he had legs like a fucking horse. I'm not even coming close to it. He literally looked like a horse.
Today is squat thrust day.
And fucking, it was like I'm in wrestling
You're
for
the bitch.
for people who know wrestling. Like most wrestlers, like big wrestlers,
You shoot to the legs.
no, they do what's called riding legs, and it's something that smaller guys do because they're a lot lankier. Like big guys don't do it; it's more of a power move sort of thing. But this is the only fucking big guy my size who could run legs, and the guy fucking jerked me. I was in the hospital for a week after he fucking jerked my back up so fucking bad it pulled my disc apart. Fuck, I got fucked my senior year, So I'll never forget that son of a bitch either. I hope I never see him again. I swear to God, I hope I never fucking.
He just fucking yoked you up. Like it was nothing.
Well, like, he was really big,
A bigger guy anyway.
but he was twice the size of I was. Twice the
Was
size.
he, like,
I mean,
fucking-
he just literally he
squatting
literally
600,
rode me
deadlifting 800 or
something like
shit,
that. I mean,
probably in
was
high school.
I heard he was on. I heard he ended up that year he won. He was like a junior, and he ended up winning states, right? And then the next year he ended up going back as a state champion and got his ass fucking locked. He just, I mean, literally, some black guy from fucking Miami just fucking flipped him, and he landed right in the back of his fucking head,
That was it.
and he just passed out. And I went to states that year to watch it, and I just sat back and laughed. While the whole audience was, I was laughing
sitting in the
hysterically.
corner.
I had like a hoodie on, like fucking, like just so nobody recognized me, and just like I was laughing my ass off. I couldn't wait to see that fucker just bury. I wanted to read his fucking obituary. Like I hate him.
When
I
you
hate
Google
him.
his name every day, waiting.
I hate that fucking guy. Like he ruined so many fucking things for me. I want to murder his family. Like I want to tie him to a fucking tree, pour honey all over him for like 3 hours, and leave him sit out there for like 3 hours, and then come back and cut his throat.
Why?
That's pretty
Why not
brutal.
just let him go?
Just because. Anyway, I've watched enough CSI to get away with it. Fucking asshole. Sorry about that. But
So,
anyway,
back to Ghaith.
so it's back to Ghaith. Okay, so Ghaith, you're in a band called Look Right Penny. That's an
I am.
interesting name. Like I went.
Balls Right Penny.
Balls
That's
Right
my-
Penny.
That's
Balls
my
Right
vote
Penny.
for a name
That was
change.
the working title. And
Balls
then we had
Deep
to change
Penny.
the look because we couldn't sell albums that way.
Balls Deep.
But
Like the original name of Stone. Do you guys know what the original name of Stone Temple Pilots was?
I don't.
Shirley Temple's Pussy.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
somebody something about vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it can't be good for record sales.
so like when they got signed to Atlantic, they're like, "Dude, we love you guys. You got to do something about that name, though." And I guess like STP kind of means something to Scott Weiland. But they had to keep the initials, so he just kind of blurted out Stone Temple
It's
Pilots.
like, Stone Temple Pilots. Sure, whatever. Go
Yeah.
with it.
You can't sell
He was
records.
Stone, so he's like Stone. He looks over there. There's like some
Something,
picture of a
Stone.
temple.
Like Alice in Chains was originally a Slayer cover band, and they would wear Alice in Wonderland outfits up on stage. And like, there was another one that I always thought was kind of cool. Was Lamb of God's original name was Burn the Priest. Yeah. And then like their first
That's some
record
good
had
shit,
like
actually.
had like a Virgin Mary fucking like with a bomb strapped to her stomach. Like you can't sell records that way.
Why not?
Well, nowadays you probably could.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the
Kids,
shit
you
Cradle
know.
of Faith put on their
Yeah.
T-shirts and CDs
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shit.
It's fucking terrible. So where did Look Right Penny come from? Like who
Look
came
Right
up with that?
Penny, I wasn't actually in the band when they named it.
Okay, so
I
who
was not the original drummer.
who are the founding members then?
The founding members are Cody.
Cody, and
Right.
what does he play?
He plays lead guitar.
Okay,
And Mariel, she's the vocalist, obviously. And
damn good vocalist too.
Yeah, she got some pipes on her for
Yeah.
being so tiny.
And she's a small little chick, dude. She's like
Really?
fucking like this tall. Like,
Yeah,
fucking
she's smaller than
nothing.
me, and I'm pretty small.
If that's possible.
Was she like 12?
She's a year younger than me, I think.
So 20.
Yeah. But yeah, they were the founding members, and the name came about because, and I don't know if there are any illicit drugs involved with this, but Cody was looking at change, and he noticed that the penny, Abraham Lincoln, looks to the right, and the rest of the change, the presidents on the change, looked to the left, and somehow that struck a chord, and he was just like, "Oh my God, I have this idea, Look Right Penny," and then Look Right Penny was born.
Nice.
Oh, that's different.
It is, and you know, I tell that story, and people just look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you people?"
That's how easy
But-
it is to name
yeah.
your band.
It's always some weird story that no one gets.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how it came about. And I joined later on, and they said the name, and I was just like, whatever, I need a band.
So what bands were you in before Look Right Penny?
Before Look Right Penny, right before Look Right Penny, I wasn't in any band. I was kind of taking some time off because I was having to work a lot and everything. But before that, actually, Look Right Penny's like sister or brother band, Chaos Arcade. It was actually the same members minus Mariel. We had a screaming vocalist, angry man at the head, and
Helm.
at the helm.
Yeah.
And
At
we
the
had
head?
a different. I'm tired.
That's right. You have to go work another 12 hours after
Yeah, this
this.
is why I have to work after this is because I haven't made it yet. But anyway,
Yeah, just so everybody knows out there, once you get signed, it doesn't mean that your troubles are over.
it's actually they've just begun when you get signed.
Yeah.
Is the way I feel about it. But yeah, we were in Chaos Arcade. We had a different vocalist. We had a different rhythm guitar player. It was real metal. It was kind of proggy for the time, because it was like 2006, 2007, and
that was a weird time in metal to begin
it
with.
was a weird time.
'Cause everybody
But
was
people
kinda
liked
doing
it.
different
People
shit.
liked the goofiness because we were really goofy on stage and we tried to have fun. And with Look Right Penny, like the whole signing deal, like it was exciting at first, and then we kind of realized how crappy things are in the industry right now because of all the downloading and everything. And like your label, they care about you. They want you to succeed at first. And then when you're not doing as well as they want you to, they kind of just put you on the back burner. And then eventually just forget about you entirely. And
Then they drop you.
yeah, well, that hasn't come yet, but maybe not. We'll see. but yeah, it's sad because at first they do so much for you. We're gonna do this album for you, whatever. You get your album done, and it's an exciting time. And then after that, it's just flatline, and you're doing your own shows, playing the same shows that you were playing 3 years ago, and that's why lately we've been trying to have fun with it again because for a while we weren't, and it was like people were just down in the dumps in the band. We'd go to a show. Like there was a time we went to Mississippi. Just Mississippi. We drove 10 hours to Mississippi. To
I remember
play a
you.
show.
I remember you talking about that to me. Like,
Yeah. We drove to Mississippi to play a show. We got there. It's a pizza bar.
What?
A pizza bar. And
So somebody's serving pizza while you guys are drunk.
There's people serving pizza. There's tables. That kind of thing. It was completely weird.
It was like in That Thing You Do. You guys ever see that? The movie with Tom Hanks movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a I'm gonna interrupt your story, but it's a movie called That Thing You Do. And it's about this the '60s band, the garage band, and they have this one song. It's called That Thing You Do, and like they win this college talent show contest, and then they go and play at this pizza bar out by the fucking airport.
Nice.
When you said that, like they're playing they're like the house band at this place called Villa Pianos. It's like the people are serving pizza and they're fucking up there going at it, and stuff like that.
Nice.
And then they have like Tom Hanks ends up being like the record producer kind of guy, like for the record company, and signs them.
Yeah.
And they go on this tour, and it shows basically what it's like to be a one-hit wonder. And they're called the Wonders. Like, that's the name of the band in the movie.
Nice.
So I don't know. You're just hearing that pizza parlor thing kind of made me think of that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It
that
was
was
a pizza parlor, which was weird. And granted, there was a little stage and everything, but little. I stress little.
I'm putting a lot of stress on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
little part.
5x5 wooden box.
Pretty much. It was like a bunch of pallets stacked up. I mean, not really, but it might as well have been. But yeah, we get there and it's raining all day, so like the turnout was just crap. And then like the owner's coming up to us, I'm so sorry. Usually there's more people here. Blah blah blah.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah,
they're
I
just
know.
saying
I'm like,
that.
I've heard that 100 times. And so we do our thing, whatever. And like that was, I don't know about the rest of the guys. I can't speak for them, but for me, that was like, I was like, this sucks. You know,
This is like-
I want to get back to what we were doing before. You know, playing locally, having fun again, because like I feel like I hadn't for so long, and which is bad. You don't want to ever like have a hatred for your hobby. You know.
No, because then it becomes not a hobby; it becomes a job.
Yeah, exactly. It
And then,
became
like-
like a chore. And I noticed lately, you know, we're playing locally again, and it's starting to become fun again. You know, which is good. That's what I wanted to get out.
That's
of
how it's supposed to be, because music is supposed to be fun.
Yeah. So
Like, it's
do
not
they-
supposed to be anything but that.
Yeah.
Now, when you're signed by them, do they set shows up for you? Do they do merchandising
Very,
for
very
you?
little. Yeah, I mean, there's the online store, which, like, they have control of. You know, they'll sell stuff from there, and they get all that. And but the shows front, like, it'll be like a few a year, and like we set up most of them ourselves. And that's just because we know the people at these places that we play at all the time, and we have good relationships with them and whatnot. And
That's so weird to me, because people think like all the time, like, oh man, if we just got signed, everything would be cool.
All you gotta do is play.
All you gotta do is play, and everything. Like, they take care of everything else, and that's
Yeah.
totally not the case. I mean, most people think that all the time, and like, here's like, you're from a signed band, like you guys are on a record label. You have your, you brought me your CD with it's a full length record.
Yeah.
And like, people think that that's all you need, and that's totally not the case.
Yeah.
You know, it's totally.
It's 50-50 really, because I mean, sometimes you get signed, you have a hit, and you start making money. Like a record label, they're a business. You know,
Yeah.
if you're not making them money, then
They're
they're
not
not going to
waste their time.
To you. Exactly. And so I mean, if you're right out the bat just making hits and selling records, then they're going to do everything for you. That wasn't the case for us, unfortunately. But because of that, that's why things have gone the way.
But at
they
the
have.
same time, don't they have to try and get you like rides on other tours and shit?
I mean, in theory, yes.
they just-
I mean, a lot of people don't start off making hits. Like, I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, but I figured they would at least try and like piggyback you on some tours to get you around and shit.
like
I mean,
opening up
they did
for
get us
other
the Warped
bands on their
Tour.
label. You know,
Yeah, they did get us a date on the Warped Tour last year, which was really cool for me. Like that was
was it the date here?
yeah, well, St. Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. And I mean, I wanted to do all the Florida ones, but I mean, that was good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's your
And then-
Warped Tour. I mean,
yeah,
that's,
exactly.
we grew up going to that thing. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, it was cool. There was a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm
A lot
sure.
of people. Yeah.
Were you guys on the main stage in the Warped Tour, or was it the second
The
stage?
Ernie Ball battle
Ernie
on
Ball.
the band stage. Yeah. But it was cool because we played first. We were the opening
That's me. Sorry.
opening thing, and like right where the stage was like where the entrance was.
Oh, cool.
So all these people were walking by, and like there's us and one other band playing, which I can't remember the band.
Yeah.
But we were right there, so people were like just stopping. And like the beginning of the set, there was a few people, and then by the end of the set, there was like a few hundred, which was really cool.
Oh, that's
It's
even
like,
better,
oh
man.
my goodness! look
Like
at all
we're
these
playing a
people.
couple hundred people. Like,
Yeah,
holy
exactly.
fuck.
And
That's
it was right on
crazy.
the coast. It was really pretty. Like it was great. I wasn't sweating my ass off for once because there's just this nice coastal breeze coming in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Those are the
so
times
they-
where it's like, holy shit, like this is actually kind of real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: like, as far as like when you get signed, like, do they like say, hey, look, like how does that process happen? You guys turn your demo in, and they just said, hey, look, let's come out here and.
Well, it was kind of weird for us because at first, like before we were signed, Matt LaPlante, who was our producer, he saw us at a show where I think we were playing the State Theater
Okay.
in St. Pete, and he was actually he told us this story. He was on the way out the door because it was like a showcase type deal, and there was a bunch of bands playing like all day, like a 12-hour.
Oh yeah,
thing.
like a big fucking menagerie of.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I've been to those and had to like judge that stuff, and like it's just exhausting to listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
loud music for 12 hours. And he stayed there till really late, and it was right as we were going on stage. He was in the bathroom. He told us this story, and he heard us, and he came back out and just stood there. He wasn't even at the panel. He was just standing, and he listened to our set. And then after the set, he approached us, and he's like, "I really love you guys." He's like, "I'd love to, work with you," and that's where that started. But we went to Beeler Brothers Studios, which is in Miami, well, Pompano.
Pompano
And,
Beach, yeah.
Yeah, we were recording like on the weekends, like
Uh-huh.
in between when like Jason wouldn't be there, And at first, I don't think he liked us that much because we were kind of light.
Who's Jason?
Jason Bueller. He's the co-owner.
Oh, so he's the co-owner. Okay.
Yeah, Jason and Aaron Bueller. I don't think he liked us that much at first because we were lighter. We weren't as heavy as we are now, and he wasn't really digging it. So we were just recording on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like when he wasn't there, just almost in secrecy. Like
Just kind of to save face, but hey, look, we're working on it. You know.
yeah,
one of those
exactly.
deals.
And then eventually, Errors came out, which was our first single.
Okay, I
And it
remember
was-
listening to that one. That was pretty great.
Yeah, it was a heavy song. You know, it was real aggressive lyrics and vocals, all that stuff. And he heard it, and like that changed his mind. He's just like, I love this band all of a sudden. And he got a hold of us, and he's like, look, I'd like to do this deal with you, and just take time, look over it. It's a pretty straightforward deal. It's just a 2-page contract. And he's like, look over it, and we'll see what happens. And then we ended up going through with it, signing it, and here we are today.
So did they give you any? Did they give you any money to start off with, or is it just like here?
Not like actual like money, like here, take this. It's like they fronted the cost of recording our album, which was a lot. They did that. They put us up. When we would go there, they'd put us in a hotel and stuff, so we weren't sleeping in cars like a bunch
course
of
not, yeah.
Neanderthals. And they covered all those kind of costs. And then now, like the shirts, like we have a bunch of shirts printed. Like we split that with them 50-50.
Uh-huh.
They actually covered the cost of making the albums, like printing them. And they gave us
cool.
they gave us like 360 albums like to sell, and we're kind of going through those still. And all the online distribution stuff, like they set that up, which was very cool because that would have taken forever.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
we had
of
done it
course.
ourselves, yeah.
That's nuts.
So we're very
we're finding
appreciative of
out.
that.
Like I still feel like that's really weird.
Will they ever come up to you with like creative ideas or changes that they want you to do or anything weird like that?
Matt was really great with that actually. Like, because when we first went in there, we were just kind of throw everything with the kitchen sink in kind of deal, and he kind of toned us down to making like songs per se. Like, cause before we'd have like really long bridges or just weird structures, and now he kind of like he worked with Cody a lot to like write like really formulated songs and make them flow well and stuff. And now we can kind of do it ourselves because we know how to do
Because
it.
you know the formula now. How
Yeah,
things are supposed
exactly.
to work.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a few different ones we'll use, but like we get it now, because before we were just wild children just going crazy with music, and he really just streamlined everything for us. So
Cool.
he was great with that.
So let's listen to a track. What do you guys think? We should listen to a track.
let's do
By
it.
Great Penny. So Ghaith, is there any particular track that you would like more than the others?
Well, fresh off the press is the What Am I Good For song.
What Am
that
I
came
Good
out
For?
in February.
It came out in February. Now, where did that? Mariel's her name, correct?
Mariel.
Mariel. Like, so like she came up with all the lyrics for that.
Yep, she wrote all the lyrics. Cody did all the music, and made this great song.
Everybody did their own parts.
Yeah,
obviously,
I
so.
did the drums and everything. And we actually self-produced this song. This was outside of Bila Brothers.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got what? Just because I'm a nerd, what program do you guys use when you do your recording?
Actually, they were going through a kid named Kyle Hoffer.
Okay.
I'm not sure what he used because I actually wasn't there that day. I sent my drums via samples, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I couldn't make it because I had to work because
Fucking Walmart
being in a band
sucks.
But
Wow.
but yeah, I programmed all my own drums, sent them to him, and he used I want to say Pro Tools.
Yeah,
But it
that's
might have been
most
something else. I mean,
that's mostly
pretty
how
much
it
the
goes.
standard nowadays.
Yeah. So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to what is it called again? I'm sorry.
What am I good for?
What am I good for? What am I good for? By Good Look Right Penny. Check it. So that was What Am I Good For by Look Right Penny. That was pretty dope shit. Like that intro was like fucking like Scar Cemetery, In Flamesy, kind of like.
I was telling
what's
him
the
already,
other?
listen to that. Her voice is.
Yeah, she's got some.
I love a female voice. I don't know why.
But she's hot too. She's a good looking girl.
If they hit that right range, dude, I'll get chubbed. I'll be
like fucking.
Full chub mode.
Oh my
From 6 to
god.
midnight.
Oh, I can cast a shadow. Point me in the right direction, officer.
Just follow your dick.
There's something about a really hot woman's voice that.
And she's a good looking girl, right? And she can sing. Like there's really not much else you can ask for, right?
Even if her face looked like ground up dog shit, if that's her voice, I don't give a shit.
Just wear a mask like Slipknot and Mushroom Head do, and you should be
Just shut the light off. Love's only a light switch away anyway.
That's the worst thing. Like seriously, I've said that to so many girls. That's like one of the few things that really just gets them like, oh. It's like,
And then you're like, click.
sorry.
You take that last look at their face, that sourpuss look, and then you're like, click, let's do this.
Or you just.
Clap on.
The clapping comes while you're slapping it from behind. The lights just go on and off.
Oh no!
It's like, ah, yeah. Why the lights keep
I always
going
wanted
on
to
and
do
off?
that to a
Chris
chick,
is
like
fucking-
just like get like one of those get like a nostalgia clapper and put it in my bedroom, and then like, all right, it's time for bed, and then like everything goes to shit, and then like you start fucking. And
20 minutes later, and lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off.
Like stop it!
And then they're on. And then they're off.
I like how you paused too. That was nice. Oh, that was pretty. That was pretty great. So that was what am I
good for?
What am I good for? I can't remember shit. I remember nail parts all day.
It's only 4.7%, bro.
It's been a long day. I get up at 5:30 every fucking morning if I go to work. It's been a long day. I've been on the road most of the day today too. Oh man.
So yeah, song titles.
We were talking about weird song titles during the break. So was there a working title for that one, or was that always called What Am I Good For?
That one I don't even think had a title. I think we were just because we wrote that like in our house, just kind of
Bullshitting around.
Yeah, exactly. And but like weird song titles, like I know when we were in the studio, we had a bunch of like weird working titles that would never have made it to see the light of day.
Of course
but like
not.
one of our songs, Body Parts, the working title, it like. For a year was Speckled Trout. Speckled Trout was the name of that song, and like even today, like we'll still be like playing live. And, Speckled Trout's next, we'll do that kind of stuff because that like rings a thing with us, I guess. But everyone else knows it as Body Parts.
Body parts.
Yeah,
I don't understand how you go from speckled trout to
I
body
have no
parts
idea.
though. But
You don't understand how half the shit that comes out of my mouth comes out.
no, I don't.
I think that name was like brought about before there were even lyrics, and then Body Parts came from the lyrics. But yeah, the Speckled Trout thing, still today, I still call that song Speckled Trout.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Like when you write your set list, like Speckled Trout.
Yeah, Speckled
It's
Trout.
like number 7. Where like, if you get to play 7 songs.
Like when you're getting ready to like put the shit out as a company, like what the fuck is this?
What is wrong with you?
Like if you named a song like Tapepocalypse or something, and they would be like, "What is this? Explain yourself."
See, like I'm not a musician. Okay, I don't like. I'm barely a podcaster. Like we're barely podcasters. So to be honest with you, we've only been doing it for a little less than This will be 3 months as of today. Like this is our 3-month anniversary. So
I'm glad to be on your 3-month anniversary.
you should be.
Yeah, it's an honor.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks.
glad I woke up this late.
Early.
So what I'm trying to like, I'm not a musician, but like I always wanted to be. Like that's probably why I get so nerdy about music. Is I always wanted to be, and I'm such. This sounds so dumb. Okay, I was gonna say gay, but I don't want to say it because that's not right. Like I came up with a fake band, and like I got a name for it. I did the album cover. I got songs that I've written on the back of it to see like what it's called. It's called Low Life. Like you're a low life piece of shit. I remember like, my ex-wife's dad said that to me once.
Nice.
So I'm like,
man.
that feels good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it.
So like he says you're one low life piece of shit. Was that?
Cool guy.
Yes,
Sounds, it sounds like a swole dude.
But at the time, like he just bailed me out of jail and
Wow.
put up his house to make sure I got out of jail.
Oh, wow.
And I was kind of talking to some other girl while I was still with my girlfriend Melissa at the time. Who
So you
became
were
my
a
wife later.
low life son of a bitch.
So I was a low life son of a bitch, and I totally deserved it. So he just looked. I'll never forget the look because I had to go. I paid him back for the money that he put down for the bond. It was like $250. So I went and I paid it like each week I would go.
It's a low bond. What'd you do? Fucking steal blazer? I mean, fuck,
No,
dude.
I didn't. I got caught driving on a suspended license.
Oh,
Like for the 3rd time, and then
yeah,
they
that's
take you to
pretty
jail.
fucking weak.
So
The whole suspended license thing, like you can like be driving around, not even know that your license.
Yeah,
is suspended.
exactly.
That happened to my mom. Like she didn't go to jail or anything, but like she.
Well, the
her
first time they
license-
don't
They know
really
now.
care.
They know now if you do, because when they send letters out to tell you, once that letter goes out, if the cop pulls you over and says, "Did you know your license was suspended?" If you say no, you can basically say bullshit because we sent you the letter.
Yeah, and they have a copy of it.
Ago,
they can download the PDF of it too, because every one of them gets scanned.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So no, I got caught driving on suspended license for the 3rd time, and they took me to jail, which was all right. I didn't even do an overnight. It was like 6 or 7 hours. So the bond was
Just
like
scraping the wall. How many hours you've been there?
I was notching it up and
Yeah.
shit. But the funny part about being in
It was like half a
jail,
line.
the funny part about being in jail was like I was the biggest guy there, so nobody fucked with me. And they just made us watch like Law and Order episodes all day,
Oh,
which I thought was
Christ.
the coolest shit. I was like, all right, this is my favorite show. I was fucking
put on
happy.
CSI.
I'm cable at home. This is great. I'm just gonna stay here.
That'd be great, dude.
There was Special Victims Unit 2 with Marissa Haggerty, who's totally one of the hottest people I've ever seen in my life.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if they put on like CSI and they're like, "Listen, fuckers, get it right next time."
This is what you should be doing,
They put
assholes.
CSI marathon on.
My God. So I get out, and then I go to her parents' house, and her dad just looks at me and just shakes his head. He goes, "You're a low-life piece of shit."
Boom, band born.
Just like that. I'm like,
Band was born.
yeah,
That's
I was
all it
like,
takes
"Ugh."
anymore.
So I was like, low life. That sounds fucking incredible. That's what I said. I said, that's why I said to him, like, low life, huh? Wow, I gotta write that down.
I'm not even mad.
But I'm not even mad. That's awesome. So like, I wrote it down. Like, I wanted that band name for the longest time, and I wrote a bunch of songs, like 6 songs on the CD. I have the CD cover and all this other stuff like I made on Photoshop. That sounds really gay, doesn't it?
Who cares?
That rules.
Have
But like
fun,
Def
man.
Leppard started out the
You gotta
same
have
way.
fun though, man.
Yeah, it was great.
Like my hellacious discharge bullshit that I fucking put together,
Yeah.
dude.
But Def Leppard started out the same way.
Just have fun.
Like
with
Joe
it.
Elliott, when he joined the band, like they didn't have a band name. Like it was the bass player and the drummer were the original members, and they found Joe Elliott, who's the lead singer. He goes, "Well, I have this fake band. I came up with this song. It's called Def Leppard, and it's not like it's based like on the Led Zeppelin theme. Instead of DEAF, it's DEF.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the Led Zeppelin thing. That's where they took it from. And they found Steve Clark, who's literally another guitar god that nobody talks about. And then I don't care if they got fucking 9 arms. They fucking rock, dude. I love Def
9
Leppard.
arms.
Yeah, that drummer makes up for it, like for sure.
What's that?
The drummer.
Oh yeah, he
For
plays
having
his.
one arm, like he's
Still fucking awesome, dude.
Shreds, yeah.
Like I've seen them live twice, and it's
Yeah.
fucking
He's
incredible.
got like that special drum kit made for him.
It's
with,
all
like, the
electronic and
pads.
stuff, yeah. And he
it's
plays with his
crazy.
feet and all this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
shit, dude. It's fucking crazy.
They like wave it and it does.
No, it's off at the shoulder. He doesn't have like a little
Alright.
gimp fucking hanging out there, like
Well,
a
you
little
know how
stub.
they have like wave, like motion,
Motion
music
sensor.
now.
Like the paper towel thing that still gets me today. I'm just like doing this.
Oh.
It just shoots
You
out.
were-
I'm like,
yeah.
This is magic.
Like especially at Walmart, you got to put your hand in front of it. It's like
They have like
fucking-
motion music now, so I thought maybe like you would just like do this deal, and
Like a
it would
theremin?
play like a certain.
yeah, that's it. I was thinking
Yes.
that. Like
the theremin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a big bang.
exactly, dude.
It starts
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
and stuff like.
I'm so glad you knew the name of that. I was thinking it. I was like, what is that called?
I just remember because I saw the episode the other day. It's like I'm playing my theremin. Fuck off.
They're awesome for 9 arms. What are they, the fucking Kraken?
What? What did
You
you
gotta
say?
bring up the 9 arms. They should rename the band now, thanks to Chris Dizak. We're gonna rename the band Kraken.
No, because I used to cook at Grill 54, right?
Alright.
And all the guys I cooked with used to make fun of me all the time because I was a big Def Leppard fan. And my buddy Bishop, who's commented on our stuff, comments on our stuff regularly.
Of course, there's a guy at a restaurant named Bishop.
His name's Jason Bishop, but he's
Like waiting. So waiting.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Yeah,
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 that's the first thing.
dishwasher guy.
But he didn't wash dishes. He was a hell of a
The
cook.
voice thing is.
Foist.
First you whip out your balls.
How would you feel if
Make your own
you?
penis showing game.
How would you feel if you were born blind? Like what the fuck? But like, if anybody's ever worked at a restaurant, Pete and you and I, like that,
Yeah.
that fucking movie is spot fucking on.
It is.
Yeah, it's
all the way
complete-
down to
it's-
the pubes.
All the way down to the pubes. Like I've had my fair share of fucking assholes.
Somebody put something on Facebook the other day that was pretty funny. I said something about next time you think you're powerless, just remember your pube can stop a whole restaurant.
One pube could stop a whole restaurant. I remember this one time we were working late, and we had this DJ come in. I'm not going to say his name because some people that listen to the show kind of know who he is. So his name is Chris. I'll just put it that way. And he would come there on Wednesday nights at Grill 54. They have a DJ come play, and he didn't do shit. He just had virtual DJ and just lined up the songs, and then that was it. He just then basically sat there with his girlfriend and her mom, fucking eating free food.
Yeah.
Nice.
So on those days we close the inside part. The bar would close at 1. The kitchen closed at 12. So at 12 o'clock we were ready to fucking go. Like most of us have been there since like 2 or 3 o'clock. So we're fucking, and we went through a dinner service and all the after stuff and the pre-dinner service stuff, and we're ready to fucking get out of there. So. And this fucking asshole, for 4 weeks in a row, there's no shit, 4 weeks in a fucking row, at 11:55, would order lobster mac and cheese, lobster tail, crab legs, fucking.
So you gave
all
him
kinds of
lobster
shit.
sack and cheese. That's what you did.
So finally, like after like the third or fourth week, Bishop just got fucking tired of it. Because we were like, by the time we're all wrapped up, we're just waiting for 12 o'clock. We're literally standing at the time clock, waiting for 12, and we hear a fucking ticket go off. Waiting. Exactly.
Waiting.
Yeah, that's
Waiting.
what
Da, da, da. And this kid would order, and then Bishop's just like, fuck it, I'm done. So he took like half a lobster tail and fucking pissed on it.
Jesus
He whipped out his dick and fucking pissed on it right there on the line.
Oh, God.
And then
Did you
he
say
got.
the name of the restaurant? This? Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
So he doesn't work there anymore,
There goes that sponsorship.
or anybody in the entire complex. From
He's
that
gonna eat
line.
there now.
So
Get
he
sued.
pissed on the lobster tail, right? And then he ordered lobster mac and cheese. So this lobster mac and cheese is already pre-made. We just heat it up. So I was just getting over having pneumonia.
Okay.
So I had like yellow shit and green shit and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that. So I got the biggest. It was about the size of a $50. And just mixed it all in and then put it in a different container.
Yeah.
And I found out later that went to his mom, and not to him. But the
So now
lobster
you've
tail
been
went to
inside
him,
her.
and he complained about the food. Like after we got back in the next day.
Did he
this
always
was-
do that or no?
No. This time he complained about it, and he said to me, because the food just didn't taste right. It was something off.
Tasted like dick.
And then like our chef is telling us, and Bishop and I were on the. We both worked the next day because it was Thursday, and that's always a busy day.
Yeah.
He looks at us both because he knows both of us were working late. He goes, "Did you guys happen to do anything about that?" And Bishop's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, I'm turning away against the wall just so the
Trying
chef
not to bust your ass
trying not to
laughing.
like get my ass in trouble from the chef. He's like, "What's up?" He goes, "What did he do? Order at 11:55 again?" I'm like, "I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
I just
about.
work here.
I just work. I just make salads. Okay, that's all that I do."
Do a DNA test on them to find out.
Oh, that was bad. But that's one card. Don't ever be an asshole to people handling your food ever.
I live by that rule.
Don't.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough money to tip when you go out to eat, don't go.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Most people that
This isn't
servers,
Europe.
this isn't Europe, and most servers are making between $3 and $4 an hour. You
If
know?
they do to go, they get fucked more.
They get fucked because they get like minimum wage, and half the time they don't get tipped out for
Yeah.
anything. Just get paid.
Because
what-
people think because you're doing to go that you're getting more.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well, they're not
Horrible.
serving me technically, so I don't know.
They just brought it out to my car. So
Yeah.
fucking make your
Yeah,
own
so you-
fucking mac and cheese in the microwave, Stouffer's dick.
You know what's the ultimate form of laziness to me? Like I used to work at Chili's out over here in Trinity, and people didn't want to call. They didn't want to come in.
Just show up and want food.
No. They would order it online.
Wow.
Like that makes me sick.
I've done that with
thing
pizza
online is
before.
crazy to
I've
me.
done that before.
I've
with
done it
pizza.
before too. Like that's different because it's pizza.
Yeah,
Like you're going to
that's
Chili's,
true.
it's like people are wanting chips and salsa
Yeah.
and like burgers and stuff. Like why can't you just call? Like what's the fucking like your thing? Like that's another because I think that's lazy. Like that's why I don't use straws. Straws are for lazy people to me. Like what's so fucking hard about bringing the glass up to your
Can't
mouth?
you get drunk faster drinking through a straw?
No, you can't because it's all the same thing.
I don't know, bro.
You're an idiot.
telling you.
I feel really bad for Stephanie. I really do.
I'm telling you, dude.
Like, I'm
You
gonna-
think I'm joking?
No, I don't think you're joking.
Google
That's
it.
the problem.
Google it when we're done.
What?
Google it when we're
I'm
done.
not Googling anything.
Well, judging by your history that popped up when you were trying to open that email account, you've Googled plenty.
No. I've been looking up vasectomies lately.
Donkey show?
No.
That's the sound
Vasectomy.
investment.
What's that?
So that's the sound.
Yeah, if you have
No.
a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend now.
I don't have any
like,
that I know of.
like we've been talking about, she's not real keen on the idea, and I'm not keen on it. It was just something I thought about.
Yeah.
It was my brother Josh got snipped.
Yeah.
So like he doesn't want kids, he doesn't want to have kids, but he's like, dude, it's reversible. Then I find out later on that okay, it is reversible, but like the chances of getting pregnant are even almost as bad as having it done already.
Yeah.
It's like they really can't connect everything back the way it was.
Yeah.
So it's reversible technically, but it doesn't work the same way anymore.
Yeah.
So
the
like
percentage just like plummets.
yeah, exactly. So to being like 100% or 90%, it's like down to like 20 or 30
Yeah.
or something. So, like I thought about it. It's a thought. I mean, it's only like $500, you know.
Yeah.
But the thought of some guy's hands and face near my sack kind of just deters the whole thing. So, like, I think from now on, I'm just.
I got a fucked up story.
All right, hold on, wait. I think from now on, trust me, I want to hear it because all your stories are fucked up. But I think I'm just going to pull.
Education.
I think I'm just going to pull out from now on. If I'm with
Make sure
Nikki,
she's on top and you pull up.
obviously. I'm with Nikki, so like that's the only person I want to be with. So like I don't mind just pulling out. You know, and I know that she's clean, I'm clean. So, Yeah, it's really great not having an STD. I mean, it really is.
It is.
It's pretty spectacular.
That's why I can't be a man whore, even if I were single. I just have this healthy fear of getting something.
Some bad case of.
Did you bring the rubbers like you said?
I did not.
No,
I
he's-
actually ran
Oh,
out.
God.
I told him what
Fresh out.
I messaged him on Facebook last night. I messaged Ghaith. I'm like, dude, this is where the address you got to be at. What time? Blah blah blah. And he's like, good. I'll bring the rubbers.
Nice.
I mean,
Well, we keep trying to get
any
an orgy on
professional
this
would.
show, but
I mean,
I said, yeah, please, because I was like, we're going to refer to that on the show because condoms sound too professional. Like, that's how I thought of it. I think condoms
I
sound
want it to
professional.
sound like a dirty sailor fuckfest.
Yeah, like, did you bring the rubbers? No, I just sound like Tony Danza or something.
Hold me closer,
Tony Danza. You never heard that before, Gator?
I think I have.
Tiny Dancer instead of from Elton John. Instead of Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, it's Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza.
Put my ballsack on your mouth.
I remember when the Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza played on the Tony Danza show. Did you ever see that?
No.
Like, he had like this talk show like in the morning.
I remember he had a talk show.
Yeah, that show, like the band Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza was on that show. And if you've ever heard that band, it's like just grindy, crazy metal scream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I didn't even know who the band was at the time. I was like, what the hell is this?
I remember he had a show on A&E, like after like all his like daytime show ended.
Yeah.
He became an English teacher in Jersey somewhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like he was I mean, that's what he went to college and everything because his minor was teaching. He wanted something to fall back on. I mean, that's what a lot of actors did in the '80s and stuff, just in case
It's a good plan.
their
You never
their careers fell through. It happened for some people, and but like he was a teacher, so he went back and got his teaching certificate and got it renewed. And there was a show on A&E about him teaching English class, like 12th grade English, at some high school in Pennsylvania or New Jersey or some shit. And it was weird because this is
Tony Danza.
Tony Maselli, from Who's the Boss, like what the fuck? Like that was his name on the show. I'm such a nerd. I just love 80s sitcoms. Like, you know how many times I play the Growing Pains theme song while I'm driving? All the time.
I used to play Knight Rider and all the time.
Oh yeah, that's awesome too. But
Love that jam.
Chris Daughtry and Dane Cook, they did a cover of the Growing Pains theme song on guitar. It's like an acoustic guitar
Nice.
cover. It sounds. I'm such a fucking homo. I listen to 90s
step to
sitcom
recovery.
intros on my way to work. Like besides like Perfect Strangers and DuckTales,
Perfect Strangers, that show was
That was the
fucking
best
awesome, dude.
fucking show. Balky Butacamus.
Yeah, I remember
Hell
that
yeah.
fucking show.
And that was the best time. That was the best time for TV, I think, because they had the greatest openings.
Yeah, they really put a lot of thought into their openings back
Oh,
then.
it's great.
Nowadays, it's just like, there you go. There's
Yeah, like here's the show.
Yeah.
Like they had the long versions that they would play, and then they had the short versions, which
Yeah.
I was. Then you
Once
felt
in a while,
like
they
you're.
throw you a curve.
Yeah,
Like,
just, fuck.
oh god, what are they gonna do next?
we can't come up with an extra 4 minutes of fucking show.
Wait a minute, can we just stop for just 1 second? Like,
You gonna shit yourself?
no. Like, look at us. We're talking about sitcoms and stuff.
All right, well, we can talk about my
really go off the rails
man
pretty
balls.
fast.
Talking about my ball story.
I'm not talking about you. Okay, tell us your story, then we're going to play another track from The Great Penny.
Sounds good. We can do that first.
You want to do the
Let's
first?
yeah.
Okay, so, Gaith, we're going to go ahead and play another track from The Great Penny. So it's your choosing, man. We can play anything you want.
Hey, since we were talking about Speckled Trout, might as well play it.
We also play Speckled
Yeah,
Trout,
Speckled
right?
Trout,
Okay.
here it
The
is.
street name is Body Parts, but Speckled Trout, it's Speckled Trout. Just
If you want to be cool, you're
Yeah.
gonna call it
You
special.
want to be
Like when you
cool.
come to the show, just
Yeah,
yell
when
out
you come to
Speckled
the-
Trout.
Yeah, when you go to the show, just chant Speckled Trout, and we'll do it. Doesn't
Sounds
matter.
good to me.
Yeah.
All right, this is Speckled Trout, a.k.a. Body Parts from Look Right Penny.
Give me some guidance. It'll never be on my own. Please don't jump into me. Can I follow you home? here for my own good. Denying all of my troubles, held under a mess of feelings. Never reaching for the surface, but I can't take it anymore. Give me some guidance. Let me alone. Please don't abandon me. Can I home?
All right, so that was Body Parts, aka Speckled Trout by Look Right Penny. Holy shit! Those intro, I don't know who comes up with those intros, but I think they're fucking pretty badass. I don't know, like I could listen to the intro all day.
Yeah, the intros are cool. They're nice little,
Yeah, they're cool.
They're all
All
right.
right, yeah. I'm more worried about the drum part, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. That's the only thing I worry about. But
Yeah. So, Look Right Penny, we got some shows coming up, don't we?
we do. Not this coming weekend. The next weekend,
June 22nd.
June 22nd.
You guys are playing where?
The first Friday, we're playing at the Brass Mug,
Okay.
and then the day afterward,
So
at Bourbon
that's
Street.
you're saying Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
So you guys playing with that Brass Mug?
Who I have no idea.
None whatsoever.
I'm really bad about that. I hear a show, I go, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
I'm just a drummer. Yeah,
But exactly, yeah.
I'm just a drummer.
Yeah, you
It's
guys get
okay.
the worst member of the band to get on your radio show, so it's a podcast.
I'm so glad I messaged you about this.
Thanks a
So,
lot.
but you're playing a show the next day at Bourbon Street,
At
though.
Bourbon Street,
Now
yeah.
you're playing with Hoist the Colors that day.
Yes.
Who's been on the show a bunch of times. We had them on last week, which that was an experience all in
Various
itself.
members.
Various members on the last few shows.
And that's at Bourbon Street, you said?
That's Bourbon Street, yep.
That's
the
cool.
next
So
day.
you guys are playing Hoist the Colors. Do you know who else?
No idea.
You have
That's
no
it.
idea.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. At least I know who Hoist. I
You should
mean,
at least give us dates.
I knew Hoist the Colors.
yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. So you guys got anything coming up after that?
Not that I know of, really.
He's checking
I
his
think
calendar.
I think August. Let me look here.
August.
Yeah, August 26th, another Brass Mug show.
Oh, cool.
And don't
Okay.
even begin to ask me who, because I don't know.
I'm not. Yeah, it's
But-
too far away. Sorry.
Yeah.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah. Listen, we learned you from the first time.
Yeah, I had
So-
to keep things open because I'm actually going to be playing drums for another band here.
Okay.
Coming up.
And who's that?
From the Embrace, also another local band.
Yeah, they're local guys here
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Tampa. They're actually fucking amazing.
Yeah, they had a little revival, a bunch of new members, me included. I'm not actually permanent yet. I'm just right now filling in the role of just like a session type guy.
Yeah.
But we'll see how things go.
Oh, cool,
I'm just
okay.
gonna be doing some studio time with them mid-August, so something like that, and eventually some shows.
Sweet.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But it should be fun.
They got a pretty good following around here too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll be a nice step outside of the box of Look Right Penny. It's been a while, so it'll be nice. Nice.
Play something
creative
different.
outlet.
Yeah, play something different. You like
very metal.
like
Sometimes
Maynard
you need
has
that.
Tool and he has Perfect Circle. I mean, that's
Yeah,
his outlet,
exactly.
for him
Sometimes
too.
you gotta have two. Well, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people have more than one band at this point because, like you said, the dynamic changed because of electronic music and the iTunes and the downloading
Bullshit.
of music. So now people have to do whatever they gotta do to make ends meet.
Yeah,
So.
that's how it's gotta
like
be.
work at
So-
Walmart directly after this podcast.
Yeah.
That's
Some
terrible.
of us have to do that.
I have to I have to do a little bit of editing and then I have to go to bed. So I have to wake up.
You know what? You shut up.
Sorry, I need to eat and then I need to go take a dump and then I need to take a shower and then I'm going to go to bed. So, so actually for anybody out there listening to us still, Pete and I are going to be at the War of the Bands this Saturday. I actually finally got my girlfriend to come to her first metal show.
It should be interesting.
That's an achievement. It takes a while. It takes some prying to get your girlfriend. To
She
go to the show.
she was like, I said, because she doesn't live around here. She lives like closer to Mount Dora.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-hour hump for her to
Yeah,
come down
it's
here. So
pretty
we
fun.
try to visit each other like every other weekend. Like
Yeah.
she'll come down like this week, and I'll try to go up there, a week or so after that, or once she's allowed to meet my son, like she'll be able to come here all the time. That's his mom.
Yeah.
It's a stupid fucking story. So, but like we try to see each other as much as we can because we live so far away. And so we're gonna try to do something lovely during the day, like go kayaking or whatever,
Yeah.
But it's Shark Week, so we got to hold off maybe. And so
You ever played the Shark Week drinking game?
Blood
no,
water.
no,
Every time
no.
you see a shark, you take a shot.
Oh, fuck.
She's gonna kill me. I just know when she listens to the show, and so like it's like, babe, like
Shark Week, he means.
Like, oh. Gotcha.
yeah. There you go. Call
Not
your
Discovery Channel favorite. But
no Shark Week.
Blood is involved.
She knows what she calls it that too, so she's not. She doesn't know what we're talking about. So I'm like, babe, let's, because we talked about this before. Me and her got together. Like we were going to go, and our buddy Jason Schwartzwalder. I think I'm saying that wrong. He's a big guy. He's a guitar player for Deadlift. Super cool guy. I talk to him regularly. He's going to be there. There's going to be like 10 bands there. I think cover charge is like $7 or something if you're it's like $5 if you're over 21 and $7 if you're under. It's an all ages show. Anybody could show up. There's 3 guest judges. I off the top of my head, I don't know their names. I know it's the guitar player from Cannibal Corpse, the drummer from Monstrosity, and another. I think he's the bass player, guitar player for Deicide. Which is a total fucking lineup, and it's not like regular Battle of the Bands where it's like a scream fest or they have like a decibel meter or any of that stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
It's 3 actual.
What? Where the
They have
fuck
a decibel meter.
Yeah, the loudest like crowd yelling thing.
Yeah.
It's
fucking terrible.
that crowd reaction.
It's going to be
so they say.
Brian Hoffman of Deicide, Lee Harrison of Monstrosity, and Rob Barrett.
Rob Barrett of Cannibal Corpse. Just to go see those guys would be fucking worth it. Set $5.
Sitting at a table together,
yeah. Well, I'm gonna feel stupid. Fucking. Hey, my name's Chris. You listen to my podcast?
My sack.
I'm sorry, my sack's all sweaty.
Stuck to my leg. My bad.
My bad. you hear that peeling sound like when you peel tape off off a table.
Oh god.
That's so bad. But like, as I was saying, like I'm like, babe, let's Pete and I were supposed to go to this show Saturday night. And I know you're coming down. Would you like to go to the show with us? She's like, is it metal?
That thing that all girls say. Right?
Yeah, I'm like,
oh my God.
Yeah, honey, it's metal.
What
She's
kind of
like,
music is it?
then her next text was, is it screamer music? Well, it's a mix. I mean, they scream and they sing. That's what they do.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll do it just for you. She's like,
yeah.
I'm just there just because it's your thing. And she goes, I want to see what you do. I want to see what you love. And she goes, I'm a part of your life, so I want to be able to know everything's going on. I'm like, I know she's going to pay me back for it later. I'm going to have to watch like Little Mermaid or Little
Titanic
Rascals or
for
something.
15 hours.
She loves fucking Titanic too. What's that?
She's gonna take you to a Shania Twain concert. You're just like, oh man, what have I got myself?
Celine Dion.
Fuck Celine Dion. Fuck Chris Angel. I fucking hate that guy. I hope he dies.
You see those shirts?
Yeah.
The Pop Goes Metal shirts?
Did you see those Pop Goes Metal shirts where they got like, it looks like a death metal shirt, with like all the words.
The weird font.
Yeah, but it's Celine Dion and like Phil Collins.
What?
Oh yeah, and what was
awesome,
another
dude.
one?
That's crazy.
There's a couple of them too. Oh shit! But like the main ones, like I picked up on, was like a Phil Collins and this big
There's a
fucking.
Barry White one.
Oh yeah, Barry White.
awesome. That's
Barry
great.
Manilow was another one.
Yeah.
And then
I
like
always love death metal font. Just you can't even
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Except
If
for
your
the
band's cool, you
obscene,
can't read it.
yeah, it's your bed's so much cooler if we can't read your fucking band name on your shirt.
Like, I really want to make a Look Right Penny shirt that's in death metal font. You just can't read it.
Look Right Penny.
People just stare at you. What the hell
fuck
does
is
that
that?
say?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we're
old
gonna.
days.
So me, Pete, and my girlfriend Nikki are going to be at the War of the Bands this Saturday at the Brass Mug out in Tampa. I've never been out there before. Kind of digging it. I heard it's a really small place though.
It's actually nice. Like we play there a lot. It's been at like 3 different places, and this
Yeah.
newest place is good. Like
Yeah.
the stage is decent sized. For seeing local bands, there's like a little bar.
Is what the size of like Bourbon Street, or is that like too big?
The current Bourbon Street, it's like bigger than that.
Oh, so it's bigger than that.
Yeah, the
Oh,
current
cool. I
Bourbon
was expecting this little shithole bar.
I mean, it is like a little bar, but it's nice. You'll get there, you won't be like, oh god, what am I doing here? Like,
Yeah.
you can actually use the bathroom, which is nice.
Oh, cool. Okay,
most
that's even
venues you
better.
go to, it's like a hole in the ground,
Yeah.
type deal. But
And
no,
those
it's
waterless
nice.
toilets that just smell like assholes.
Yeah.
Feels like liquid
porthole.
dick.
But yeah, Brass Mug's great.
You can make dick into liquid form. Like that's what those waterless toilets smell like.
Urinal cake?
Yeah, urinal. There's no urinal
You're not
cakes.
supposed to eat it.
This is a shitty
Why do they
lifesaver.
call it a cake?
It's not made by Little Debbie, you fuck. But
What are those
yes,
things called? Snowballs?
yeah, snowball.
God, those
With
are
a
the
coconut
worst.
and shit
Those
on
are
it.
the worst. I
Oh,
hate those
so
much.
bad. I just want to punch that Little Debbie guy who comes in stock those. Like, you're responsible for this.
Put those on the shelf.
Those things are so.
Something
You're
cool.
responsible for all those fucking things, asshole. But so Look Right Pain's got a show coming up next Friday and next Saturday, which is the 21st and the 22nd. Right?
22nd, 23rd.
22nd, 23rd, or 21st, 22nd?
Wait.
22nd is a Saturday.
Wrong month. It's the 21st, 22nd.
21st, 22nd, I was right.
21st,
So,
22nd.
and then Pete and I will be at the War of the Bands this Saturday. So that should be good shit. I think first place is $500, and you'd seen by 3 literally metal legends. I mean, it's going to be good shit. So, Pete, is there anything that you want to talk about before we go?
I lied. I'm not going to talk about my ball story. Fuck you.
Can we save it for next week's show?
Yeah.
Who do we got on next week?
Christ.
You're supposed to have this stuff.
We
we got Brooks and Evan coming back.
is that next week or the week
Pounding red
after?
hooks this whole show. So.
Yeah, you have not come.
Pounding red hooks.
There's that's not even anything.
Pounding redheads this
Pounding
whole
redheads.
Pounding redheads.
Red
No, I think
hookers.
Brooks and Evan are going to be back off their tour. They're on actually Burning for Verona's on tour this next couple weeks.
That's a great band. I
They're
love
fucking
that band.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. And they're playing in Orlando tonight at Back Booth or 321, something like that. One of those two. And
Yeah, the local, yeah.
yeah. So they're playing once they get back from being on tour. The next week they're going to be here with us talking about what happened on tour. And they've been posting videos on their Facebook pages for what's going on there. So I can't even imagine what's the rest of the stuff that they're not posting.
Yeah.
So we have
not
them next
safe for
week,
work
and then
stuff.
after that, last week of June we got Kelly and Jim coming from Worlds Divide. And then June 3rd we got Deadlift coming in too, or July 3rd we got Deadlift coming in. So it's going to be, we got some good
We
shit
got
coming up.
Jason and hopefully the new singer will come
Yeah,
on.
hopefully a new singer if he doesn't, if he can, we can all fit in here because we're all big dudes. Jason's fucking huge.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. Thanks for sounding so enthusiastic when you say that, cocksucker.
You might need some bigger stools.
Probably.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I barely fit on this fucking
just look at me, dude.
I know.
Play it safe and get some beanbags in here.
That would be fucking awesome.
That'd be
I
fucking
don't give a
great.
shit. We all get headsets and just sit back.
Sit back and just put like a big circle jerk, fucking just beanbags on a circle and just talk. Yeah, that'd be cool. But that sounds so terrible. I'm sorry. But anyway, so yeah, so we got some really cool shit coming up in the next couple weeks. Make sure if you guys are coming out to the War of the Bands this weekend or this weekend, come out and say hi to Pete and I. You can't miss our big fucking ugly asses. And then make sure you go check out Look Right Penny. They're coming up next Friday and Saturday. They got some good shit going on too and coming up. So all right, well we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Pete, you got any last words?
I'm good. Did you have anything else to add, Ghaith, from anything
I
going
just
down?
wanted to thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was very
No man,
cool
thank you, dude. We had a blast, man.
Yeah.
I know you got to get. We would go longer, but I know you got to get to work.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to work still because, like I said,
Yeah.
being a band's shit nowadays.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's literally you just do it for fun and not money, and
That's
it'll
all
be
it's
all right.
supposed
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and if you are still listening and you live in the Hudson area, stop by the pets department at your State Road 52 Walmart
And just fuck shit up.
and fuck shit up and go make Ghaith clean it up because that's where he works. So
Let's teabag the puppy chow. Let's get to work.
just rub your sack all over the kitten caboodles. So that was right off the top of my head. I didn't even plan that one. So, all right, guys. Thanks a lot for all the new people listening. We hope you guys dig the show and drop us a line at any time. You can go to metalheadoffensive.com to see all of our past shows, bios, pics, all that good shit, which we forgot to do. We forgot to do pictures again this week.
It's never too late, bro.
Never too late.
Never too
But then you drop us a line at the metalheadoffensive@gmail.com. That's our email address, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're actually really good at that. So, like we got an email back from Jägermeister saying they didn't want us to sponsor the
Basically
show.
said, fuck off in about 10 words or less.
We would hope to work with you in the near future, which means that you can go lick my bag while I go fuck this really
Took
hot
my whole
chick.
15 seconds to look at my email and say, fuck you.
It was a long email too.
It was. That was that's a copy-paste email that I'm going to use for other shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
you, Jaeger.
Yeah, fuck you, Jaeger. Dude, I copy and paste that shit till it fucking
Fucking
bleeds.
shit case like cow's taint anyway.
Fucking assholes.
Fuck you.
Jaeger,
That's what we do when we shoot us down for
yeah,
sponsors.
we talk shit about you on our show, fucking asshole. So,
The Hunter's Brew, what do you hunt? Fuck you. Cunt.
yeah, Jägermeister, I can smell your cunt.
I can smell your fucking rancid licorice cunt.
Gross. I thought what I was saying was bad. Holy fuck. All right, well, that was a great way to end the show.
Really south, yeah. Right at the end.
Good stuff.
It's so good so far.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, cunt rag.
All right, well, that was fun. All right, let's go. All right, we're going to be ending the show now. So, everybody, all right, guys, take it easy. Peace.
Balls deep.
Balls deep.
Balls deep.